Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So today I'm going to be playing around with some affordable makeup and doing this look, which is pretty much holiday inspired. I know we're not in December yet, but I really like how it came out, and so I'm going to be playing around with affordable makeup products. And stay tuned, I will still be doing a full face of drugstore products, but this is just one using affordable makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So I have a bunch of products here on the table, which I'm just so excited to just dive into and play with. So I have some E.L.F. I have a lot of E.L.F. in today's video. I have BH Cosmetics, Profusion, Wet n Wild. So we're just going to jump straight into it. And I also want to thank Urban Vegan for gifting me some products. This video is not sponsored, but they did gift me some tools and some makeup products, some E.L.F. foundation, E.L.F. sheer HD powder, which I've never tried. So I'm excited to play around with some things that I've never tried before as well. They are a small business, and I'll leave a link down to their website down below. They are basically stocking all cruelty-free and vegan cosmetics, and they just recently added E.L.F. and NYX. So that's why they gifted me some E.L.F. stuff. So I'm excited to play around with those, but I will leave a link down below. So now I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild PrimeFocus Hydrating Primer Serum, which this I've only tried once or twice, and I really like this. I'm going to go back in with it again. And of course, everything today is affordable makeup, which we love. This primer is really nice. It's actually really moisturizing. I like how it settles into the skin. I feel like the foundation just goes on a lot nicer. So now I'm going to go into the foundation, and I'm actually going to use this Eco Tools brush. This one looks really good. And for foundation, I'm going to go into the E.L.F. Flawless Finish foundation in Alabaster, which this is like my perfect shade. This is a really interesting brush. Wow, it really keeps the coverage as well. I have a really nice little friend. This blemish just never seems to go away. I mean, this foundation, apart from the scent, just gives you the most flawless finish, which is literally what the name suggests. It's a really good, affordable foundation. Of course, it's a drugstore foundation as well, but it's so affordable for what it does and how it looks. It's a medium coverage, and it gives you this beautiful sheen to the skin, which I love. And I actually wouldn't put more than this. I think this is, one pump is good enough, to be honest. So I'm going to go into the Profusion Pro Pigment eyeshadow palette, which I haven't played around with this in a while. And this you can find online, or you can find it in TK Maxx. And I know in the US you can find it at Walmart, I believe. I'll leave a link down below. But these are these shades. This is the Pro Pigment one. I know they have a few different types. So it has more of these pinkies and purplies and stuff like that. So let's see what I'm going to go into. So I'm first taking the shade Disco, and this is kind of like a matte lilac-y pink. I'm just going to run that very lightly and almost buff it outwards. I'm just going to tug out my eye slightly and just run this in the crease and also on the lid. And I'm using the Morphe M504. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Dizzy, which is kind of like a pinky gold. And I'm just going to pack that in the center of the lid. So this is going to act kind of like a halo eye, which I love doing. And I'm going to pop the glitter, because I want to use a liquid glitter, right there. I'm just taking the shade Bordeaux, which is a metallic violet, and I'm just packing that on the outer corner and then blending it out with the Morphe brush. So I'm not really fussed about how it looks at the moment, because we are going to go into this liquid glitter. This is the E.L.F. liquid glitter eyeshadow in Flirty Birdy, which is just this really nice peachy gold. It's way better than the Stila ones, even though I love the Stila ones, but these are just more glittery, and I feel like they just look a little more sparkly on the eyes. So I'm just gonna go in and you guys can see what I'm about to do. So right where we applied that shimmery shadow, just gonna apply it there, and then I'm gonna stop, take my little finger and just blend it in. Now I'm going to go into my eyeliner, and for eyeliner I'm going to go back into this one which I just used in my last video. This is the Lump of Coal eyeliner from BH Cosmetics. Their brand new liner for the holiday collection. Let's see what it's going to be like again. I'm just going to start from the middle and then drag it out. It's really hard to talk whilst doing liner. Take it from the corner, bring it up, and then drag it in. I actually really like this eyeliner. It's quite stiff, but it's not as stiff as other ones that I've tried. And I still feel like it goes on really nicely, and it's actually really matte and black, and it's still easy to work with. I mean, I'm putting it over a glitter and it's still covering over the glitter, which is incredible. Because a lot of liners don't like to work with either glitters or liquid glitters. I'm going to go in with something that I haven't used before. So this, I feel like I can just never film these days. So I'm going to go into the NYX HD Studio Photo Concealer, and I have it in the shade Light. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good match for me. Let's see. Oh, it's a little peach. Okay, this is going to be way too dark. So I'm thinking I might have to use a different concealer on top. But let's see what it's like. I don't really play around with NYX products that much. So this definitely is her very dark concealer. So I'm going to lighten it up with something else. But I just want to see if it's a nice formula, or if it gives nice coverage at least. And then I can just get a different shade if I like it. It's kind of like a medium coverage. Let me know, have you guys ever tried this concealer, the HDPHOTO concealer? So I'm actually going to brighten it up with a concealer that I haven't used in a long time, but has always been a holy grail for me. And it's the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I love this concealer so much. This is in vanilla, and I'm hoping it's going to just brighten it up a little bit and conceal more. So let's see. Oh my goodness, this concealer, so affordable, so cheap. That NYX concealer is really nice. It's good for medium, sheer to medium coverage days, but I would need a lighter shade. I'm just going to clean up that wing as well, so we have a nice clean edge. I love how this just kind of like snatches the nose as well. I mean, look at that. I didn't even contour the sides and my nose just instantly looks thinner just by putting this down the center. And then don't take it outwards, just kind of take the bottom of your sponge and just blend it in so you can keep that shape, that definition. Oh, I'm gonna need to use this more. It really snatches my nose. Oh my god, love it. So now I'm gonna go into the E.L.F HD Sheer Powder, which I've never used before, and I'm interested to see how it's gonna be. Also, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me there. I did a Q&A, like I let you guys just ask me anything, and it was super fun. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be good. It was super fun. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you guys want to know more about me or you want to ask me anything, and just keep up to date with me outside of YouTube. I know E.L.F has the Halo, is it the Halo Glow powder? Which apparently is really nice as well, but I'm so scared to try that because I think it has particles of glitter in there, and I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, this looks super smooth. This is really nice. So I'm going to take the Morphe E2, which is this big brush, and I'm just swirling my brush into the powder. I'm just going to set the rest of my face with it. This powder is nice. E.L.F. HD powder. It really does look HD. So let's see how the bronzer is going to go nicely on top, because my skin feels super, super silky and just really soft. So I feel like the rest of the powders are just going to go on nicely on top. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in 01 Natural. This is what it looks like. It's a huge bronzer. I don't know why on camera the bronzers always look super orangey, but I promise you they're not in real life. I feel like it just could be the studio lights, or maybe just the I don't know, the adjustments, the whatever the settings on the camera. But I promise you it's not this orange. I love getting the temples right here and just along the forehead. So before I do my blush, I'm going to go into my mascara. I'm going to be using the Technic Skinny Mascara, and this I've tried already and I love it. It reminds me of the MAC Extended Play mascara, which I love as well, and it actually could be a dupe, I think. So yes, this is a great mascara because it's really, really skinny, the wand, which means if you have short lashes, it's really gonna define them and it's not gonna clump. Your mascara is not gonna get messy. It's not gonna go everywhere. So wow, this powder, this E.L.F powder is amazing. So yes, I love this because it really just gets every single individual lash and curls it upwards and lengthens. So it's a good everyday mascara. If you want something super dramatic, you're not gonna get it out of this mascara. But if you want something for everyday, more for just lengthening and curling and just lifting up your lashes, it's amazing. And lately I've actually been liking as well leaving the lower lash line blank, like with no shadow, and just applying mascara. I don't know why. Let me know, do you guys ever leave your lower lash line blank? So for blush, I'm going to go into a pinky one, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Pinch Me Pink. It does have a little bit of a gold glitter in there, but you can barely see it once it's applied to the cheek. So I'm going to go in with this. And with this one, I don't want too much blusher. I just want enough to add a little bit of color to the face, but I don't want anything too crazy. So with this blusher today, I'm not going to be taking it back, which I know I love to do, but I'm going to do something different, and I'm just going to keep it on the apples of the cheeks right there, because I feel like it just, I don't know, I feel like for this look it just looks a little better just to keep it right here in the center rather than bringing it all the way back. So I'm also going to just lightly bring it upwards, and this just lifts up the cheeks further. If you want to do this technique, make sure you use a big fluffy blush brush as well. Nothing too big, but I mean, this one's a MAC one, so yeah, it's not really it's not an affordable brush, but it's the MAC 129. So next I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Let It Glow Highlighter Palette, which I also used in my last video, and I really liked it. This is called Starlight, and then we have Sugar Cookie. So I'm going to mix the two together and create kind of like a pinky icy kind of highlighter, which I just think is going to, of course, complement with the pinks in this look. This is a really, really unique pinky highlight. I mean, I know I've mixed it with Sugar Cookie, but this pink one, I actually really like it. I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush and just dust a little bit just on the tip. I'm not going to do the bridge of the nose, just right there. Mix the two again and just right there. I'm taking the foundation brush and I'm just going to go over it with no additional foundation, but whatever's left over it, just to blend the highlight a little bit better because it's a little intense. Are we done? Is it lips? Oh my god, I feel like that just flew past. So for my lips, I'm going to go into this one, which is the E.L.F Seriously Satin Lipstick in Raspberry. It's in Raspberry, and this, I know, it's like the perfect holiday lip color. If you don't want to go for a red, just go for something like this, the Raspberry. I'll show you what it looks like. It's a beautiful, just nice cherry raspberry shade without it being, you know, very red. And this you can even use with a darker lip liner and feather it in, or just use it on its own. These are one of my favorite drugstore lipsticks. These are only £3. And then last but not least, I'm going to finish off with the E.L.F Makeup and Mist Set. Makeup Mist and Set Setting Spray. Which is just going to add a little bit of a dewy finish, but also it's mainly going to just bind those powders together so we don't look so powdery and we don't look so matte. Of course, you can leave out the setting spray and keep a matte look, but I really just wanted to bring out those highlights a little bit more. And it just binds everything together and melts it into the skin. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. This is it. It's the final look. Of course, you can switch out the lip for a nude if you want to, or you can even switch out for a red lip, like a classic red lip, whatever you want. So do let me know your thoughts down below. If you like this look, if you would wear it yourself. Is it a little too bold for you, or is it just the right amount of color? So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and let me know down below if you're going to try any of these products out, or if you already have, and I'll chat back with you. And I hope you guys are all staying safe. So I'm going to let you guys go now, and I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.